Hello to my YouTube family and friends. I'm going to show you a hat that somebody gave me, and I done something stupid while showing it to you, and you can't really see what the hat says. But I've got 6 7-inch propellers staring me in the face right there, right at face level, and I shouldn't have done that. But the people that sent me the hat will recognize it. I hope y'all enjoy this video.
Thank you all for your support in helping me on my journey, especially you guys.
And they're not just plastic propellers, they're damn carbon fiber propellers. Them things will take your neck out. Anyhow, I had hoped my friend Forrest Gump could stick around and do this video, but he had to go back to Bubba Gump Shrimp and take care of some business, but he'll be back. Now, this video is taken a little bit later, either the night after he done that video or later than that. I'm not sure which. But I took the Typhoon H Plus up. It's a little after 8:30, maybe later than that, 8:45 maybe. And that 1-inch sensor on that baby is really showing its stuff. It's going to be kind of boring. It's a little bit longer than Jamie Nixon likes to see, but it ain't too bad. I've had my goggles on for part of this flight, and I had to take them off. They don't fit. My big old nose gets in the way. I'm going to have to do some cushioning around that to get it out of the way. But I'm not as smooth as far as Gump was. He done a daggone good job. And I don't know. It's a beautiful sunset. It still wasn't quite what I wanted, but I think I'm going to find it one of these days. The clouds and all look good. The sunset back yonder look real good and everything. But I just flew straight up and kind of rotated it around a little bit. I didn't want to get too crazy with it tonight because it's a whole lot darker at ground level looking out than it is up in the air looking down at ground level. The cameras and lenses on these things just fascinate me. They pick up so much light when there isn't any. And y'all can see down in the houses and all in the skyline off in the distance. Man, I wish I'd have had something like this when I was way younger. I could have enjoyed it a whole lot. Well, I don't know if I enjoyed it a whole lot more, but I'd been more capable of doing more. I wouldn't have been so scared of crashing and not being able to find it back then. I could have traipsed off and found it wherever it went to. I've got strobe lights all over the darn thing, and I've got a tracker. It's supposed to be able to track it wherever it crashes at within a couple of 3 miles, but I couldn't go looking for it if I did. Now that right there to me is just a nice sunset over the trees, and I've zoomed in to 2x or out to 2x or whatever it is, and the sun's gone down a little bit farther, and I'm trying to get a happy medium right there between the sun and the ground. Kind of hard to do, but I'm still learning. Go back the other way now, and I still think that's Hanging Rock State Park right there off in the distance. It's dark enough you can see some of the blinking lights on top of the towers and the water tanks and stuff like that. I've been watching a lot of people's skylines and overviews of the big cities and everything, and I get tickled now looking at Reedsville's little bitty skyline. There ain't much to Reedsville's little skyline, but it's been home for, let's see, 61 years now. Or just outside of Reedsville, been home for 61 years. Now the sun's mostly really gone down, and it's still reflected in the clouds a little bit. You can see some of Reedsville. Most of what you're seeing right there is that little shopping center right down the end of the road. Sometimes you can see Greensboro off in the distance from behind where I'm at. Once it gets real dark, you can see the lights of Greensboro reflected against the sky. Once it's totally dark at night. And now I'm going to rotate around some more and see some more Reedsville. That's a little bit more Reedsville over in yonder. come on back around. And right in there, once it got really, really good and dark, you ought to be able to start seeing Greensboro's lights, but that's the sunlight right there coming back up. It's been a rough couple of months around here for us. Hopefully, things will start looking better. Miss Bly's feeling a little bit better some days, and some days she's just not quite there. And I'm having a little difficulty because she's having a little difficulty. I have what's called sympathy pains, and they're exactly what they sound like, sympathy pains. I made it all the way back around now. It's not going to be too bad. Maybe Jamie can watch it. I can't see the numbers too good. About 6.5 minutes long. I'm going to put the end screen on here in just a minute. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but it's not bad. Now I'm slowly coming back down. And I'll show you about how dark it is on the ground here in a minute. So y'all take care. Y'all try to get along. Got enough strife in this world as it is without y'all misbehaving yourself. Take care. Love one another. And do what I'm trying to do. And that's just endeavoring to persevere. It ain't easy, but it has to be done. Bye now.